Zoom recording. Okay, so now I should be recording this for Zonell and Emmanuel. Okay.
Help us outside.
Okay, all right, y'all. Look with me at problem number 29. The greatest common factor is whatever divides evenly into every term. When you start factoring, the very first pattern, we're going to call these patterns of factoring. And I call this one GCF. So when you hear me say GCF, this is what I'm talking about. The GCF is whatever divides evenly into every term, but it's the biggest whatever. Okay? So look with me at problem 29. Okay, can everybody see you? Derek, you got yours in front of you?
Yep.
Okay, look at problem 29. 12x cubed, 12x, negative 6. What is the biggest thing that divides evenly into all of those?
6.
6. So write the 6 down and then do a parenthesis. Now you're actually, factoring is like dividing, okay? So if I have 12x cubed and I divide it by 6, what will be left?
2x cubed.
Beautiful. Positive 12x divided by 6.
Plus 2x.
Negative 6 divided by 6.
Minus 1.
Yep. Close parentheses. GCF, where are you going, Logan?
Just walks away.
Yep. GCF is undistributing. Okay, did you hear what I just said? GCF is undistributing. If we want to check ourselves, we could distribute it back and we should get that. Okay. Now look at what's in the parentheses. 2x cubed, 2x, and 1. Do they all have anything in common bigger than 1?
X.
Not x
Oh, wait.
because that one doesn't have an x, but I mean, you're thinking. That's my final answer. Okay. On your own, I would like you to try 30. Okay, on your own, I'd like you to try 30. Look at all 3 of those pieces and figure out the biggest thing that they all have in common. And hint, hint, x cubed, x squared, x, I see that they all have an x. So your GCF is going to be a number and an x. And then when you figured it out, look up here because I'm going to write the answer so that you can check yourself.
Yes, Logan. That's what you distribute it by.
You did it.
Or factor it by. Not
You
distribute
get a thumbs
factor
up.
it by.
5x is the GCF. Now pull it out and then undistribute. Okay. Does everybody see where I got the answer that I got?
One
Thumbs up.
question.
Yes.
How did you get the plus 5x?
Yeah,
I
shouldn't
made
it
a
just
typo.
be x?
Thank you, Merrick. You're paying very close attention. Everybody fix it. I'm a goober head. So +5 for Merrick on the homework. I didn't do it on purpose, but y'all watch me. If I screw up, call me out and I'll give you 5 points on the homework. It should have been just an X. We good? All right. Try for me on your own 36, please. Now think about 36. Everybody look at 36. Think real hard about those ends. Somebody tell me, I'm not talking the number, I'm just talking about the ends. How many ends can you pull out in 36?
Into the fourth.
You can pull out 4 of them in to the fourth, because the first term, now, oh, I forgot where I needed to point. The first term has 4, this one has 5, this one has 7, so I can pull 4 out. So everybody try 36 on your own for me. And let me see if I can get this one right the first time. I'm gonna move my paper so that y'all have to try it on your own, then I'll come back. Okay, everybody put a thumbs up when you got it worked, or a clap, I don't care which one. React when you got it worked, so that I know when everybody's got it. You got it, Logan? Still working? Do you need help? Okay. Everybody else has clapped. While he's working, I'm gonna show you my vanity for today. So we might be in the midst of chaos, but Miss Woods wanted sparkly fingernails.
Wow.
All right, you got it, Logan? Okay, let's see if you got it right. Here is the correct answer. 4 into the fourth out in front of the parentheses, 10 plus 9n plus 5n cubed. If you didn't get it, clap or thumbs up. This is if you did not get it, so that I can help you.
I
Okay.
didn't get the exponents.
Okay, so let's figure out why.
I got all
Alright.
the numbers. I just don't exactly understand the exponent.
Okay. I'm gonna write something out so you can see it. N to the fifth looks like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if I pull out 4 of them, how many's left?
1.
That one. N to the 7th, if I pull out 4 of them,
You're left with 3. So
Left
you're
with
just
3.
pulling out whatever that first number is.
well, I'm pulling out whatever they all have in common. So this one's got 4, this one's
Yeah.
got 5, and this one's got 7. They all at least have 4. Okay,
Yeah.
it actually ends up you're pulling out the least power.
You're
Okay,
pulling out the number that they can all be divided by equally.
well, that's the numbers in front, but on the exponents, you're pulling out the smallest
I know,
exponent.
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. So we all good on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to my story.
Do we need to do one more example before we go to the next pattern?
You're okay, baby. You're okay.
Are you
My dog.
babysitting? Chloe,
No,
are you
my dog.
babysitting? Huh?
No, my dog.
Oh, your dog. Okay. All right, turn the page, y'all, to difference of perfect squares. Everybody with me?
Yep.
Okay, next to it, I'd like you to write a big old number 2. We're gonna learn a whole bunch of patterns of factoring, okay? The first one, actually, if you go back here, by GCF, you need to put a 1. GCF is the first pattern. The order in which I teach them is the order in which you look for them. So you always look for a GCF first, always. Sometimes they've got one, sometimes they don't. Then we look for a difference of perfect squares. Now I give nicknames to all of them. So this one I call DOPS. So if you hear me say DOPS, difference of perfect squares. Okay. Now, do y'all know what this word means? Y'all know what that word
Criteria?
means? Criteria. What does criteria mean?
I'm like
It's
cafeteria.
like the expectations,
Uh,
kind of.
Or it's like the material that we're learning.
Requirements.
requirements. Okay. So what are the criteria to get your driver's license in the state of North Carolina?
You must pass your driver's license.
Okay, and There's others.
16.
you must be 16. Get your actual license. Okay. What are the requirements in the United States to be a senator? Does anybody know?
Don't you have to be like 35?
I think it's
40?
35. Yeah. So criteria are requirements. So I'd like you to write down the criteria for DOPS. Okay. Now the criteria for GCF was just they all have something in common. The criteria for DOPS. First criteria, DOPS only works if you have 2 terms. Now, what are terms?
The pieces.
The pieces. Terms are separated by pluses and minuses. Now look down this page. 1 term, 2 term, 1 term, 2 term, 1 term, 2 term, 1 term, 2 term. I didn't try to trick you. I only put DOPS on this page. But later on, when they're all mixed up, if you look at them, if it's got more than 2 terms, it can't be DOPS. Okay, you with me? Grayson, you with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at the birds. Sorry.
Second criteria. Both terms are perfect squares. Now, what do I mean by perfect square?
The square root of them is like whole and even.
Yeah. Okay. Let's real quick. Let's list the squares up to 400. And I'm going to ask Logan and Derek, since Derek's got his on mute, to type me some. So Merrick, give me the very first square. What's the first positive square number?
Which problem? I was taking notes, sorry.
Not a problem. I'm asking you a question. What is the first square number? The first number that's a perfect square?
1.
1. Okay, Chloe, what's the next number that's a perfect square?
4?
4?
Like, do you want? Yeah.
That's what I want. Okay,
Okay.
Grayson, what's the next number? It's a perfect square. Huh?
Next number?
The next number after 4.
16.
You missed 1. Back up 1.
8.
1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4.
Mm-hmm.
3
times 3 is 9.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking 3.
And he already said 16. Logan,
Yeah.
type me the next one after 16. Oh, Logan already typed 9. Type me the next one after 16. Do your math again.
25.
You're just aggravating me now. I'm gonna sit here until you type that right number. Or I'm gonna reach through that computer screen and smack your little head. Don't be obstinate, Logan. All right, Grayson. You know 5 times 5 is 25. You know that. All right, Derek, type me the next one. Yeah, Derek's fast on the draw. 6 times 6 is 36. I'm starting over. Merrick, the next one.
Oh, okay, this one may take a moment.
Y'all stay caught up with me. 6 times 6 is 36. What's next?
49.
Yep. All right, Chloe.
64.
8 times 8 is 64. All right, Grayson.
81.
9 times 9 is 81. Logan. 10 times 10. There you go. 100. Derek. Next one. 121. 11 times 11 is 121. We're writing them so that we can recognize them. Okay, 12 times 12. Grayson told me. 144. 13 times 13.
Oh, I know that one.
You know that one? Question mark. Does anybody know 13 times 13? Nah, Logan. 169. Thank you, Derek. Derek, for the rest of you. 17 times 17.
Why would we skip 14, 15, and
Oh.
16.
Wait a minute.
289.
I don't know what I'm doing. 13 times 13, 14 times 14. I don't know why I skipped. I'm
196.
crazy.
196.
Chloe, 5 points for you on homework. Because weren't you the one that just said to me, why'd we skip? Was that
Yeah.
you? Okay, 5 points
Yeah.
for Chloe. All right, 13 times 13. Now we're at 14,
225.
14 times 14.
Where is it?
196.
196. 15 times 15.
225.
225.
16 times 16.
256.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we're at 17.
289.
299.
18.
224.
You're just saying it after me, Grayson.
361.
He got you on that one.
400.
And we're going to stop right there. Okay. These
Yes,
are the,
we are.
the
Smart.
first 20. You guys are using
Well, you're not even doing anything, Logan. What do you mean cheers?
Well,
What are you
anyway,
trying?
guys, if you come back to me, if you don't see these numbers, it's not adopts, okay? Step number 3, the first term is positive, and the second term is negative. Difference means subtract. Oh, Derek's entered the waiting room. Let's let him back in. Okay. Difference means subtract. So if you don't have a negative in the middle, it can't be adopts. Okay? Are you with me?
Yep.
These 3 criteria have to be met. Okay? All right, so I'm going to do one example, and then I am dying to use the bathroom again. So I'm going to do one example, and then I'm going to let y'all chat until I come back. Actually, y'all just chat. I'll be right back.
Hello there.
Hello.
Enjoy the togetherness for 5 minutes. And I'll be
What
right
happened
back.
to the good old days of Fortnite and Minecraft?
I've been playing Fortnite. What do you mean, brother?
You haven't called me.
Yeah, because I was doing challenges. Just kidding. No, yeah. I was like, I got on at like 9, so they're like 9:30, so I was like, you know what, he's gonna be in bed. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, that was last night. Derek, I legitimately hacked the system.
Continue.
Oh, there's your screen. I've hacked the system. So for EXP, you land there. You go. You know that.
Oh gosh, you're not doing the dang steel bridge glitch, right?
No, I'm not doing any glitches. No, you know that place that's on Mount K. It's kind of near to the grotto. It's that like military base, the helicopter pad. Up on
Yeah, and
the
it has a
mountain.
bunch of chests around there.
Yeah, you do like a chest run. You get a bunch of EXP,
Yeah.
and you go down to Camp Cod. You get all the chests there. You die, and then you get at least 10 kills. It gives you like 30,000 EXP that round. You play in Team Rumble.
Oh, by the way, you know those Midas challenges the Oro challenges give you a lot of experience.
Oh no, I bought him, by the way.
Worth it though. I told Zonell about that. I knew that was going to be a thing before the season started.
I know it was too. I love that skin. It's so funny. I'm literally 300 V-Bucks away from getting his glider.
Anyways, I will be right back.
Logan, you have depression.
Oh,
How are
I
you?
can put it in the microwave.
Close this door.
Me?
Making sense.
Mom put molasses in my tea and then filled it up too much, so I couldn't put creamer in it, so now I have to heat it back up.
Okay, come back, Merrick.
Derek, why?
Huh?
I was talking about Derek. He's being Derek.
Well, obviously somebody must have said something about a cat, because down in the chat it says is cat. So I have something funny to share. So my husband has to work at home because they've closed down his office.
Same with my dad.
And so he's working at home, and we have 2 kitties, and our kitties think that that the footstool is personal, like sleepy thing. So here's one of our kitties that he cut her head off, and here's what he texted me. Let me see if it'll. Where do I file an adverse working environment complaint? This is just merciless taunting. Okay. So
What?
So anyway, there's the kitty. So here was my joke.
What?
Huh?
He sends a picture of a cat and then asks that question.
Because the cat's laying there taunting him with the fact that she can sleep on the footstool 5 feet away from his foot. And then, so this is what I sent him. So he says, where do I file an adverse working environment? Now, if y'all don't think my joke is funny, because I thought it was hilarious. Can you see what it says?
Not really.
Call your Better Buttness Bureau. Derek thought it was funny. Have you ever heard of the Better Business Bureau?
Yeah.
Well, the Better Buttness Bureau. I thought it was funny. Anyway, I guess you had to be there. Okay, back to difference of perfect squares. Look at this first problem. Let's see if it fits all 3 criteria. Now, I'm going to let you in on a hint. All of these do, okay? But let's check them. All right, quit with the talk about dogs. All I asked y'all for was 40 minutes, okay? Otherwise, I'll have to disable the chat. Come back to.
Logan,
You got it out of your system. Thank you.
Quit.
Logan?
Okay. Are there 2 pieces? 2 pieces?
Yes.
Yes. Is k squared a square?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Is 81 a square?
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yes.
it would be 2 sets of parentheses of k. Wait, one would be k plus 9,
Yep.
and the other one would be k minus 9.
You did this
Very
with
good.
Miss Harris, yes? K
Yep.
plus 9, k minus 9. Does it matter where if I put the minus here and the plus there, or vice versa? Does it matter?
No.
I
No,
don't think so.
commutative property. You can write it this way, you can write it that way, okay? Let's do another one together, and then I'll ask you guys to do one on your own. All right, look with me at 55. I've got a point to make. Okay, look with me at 55. 243. Do you look up there in the corner where I wrote my list of squares? Do you see 243?
Nope.
No.
9.
It's a problem. 75. Do you see 75?
Nope.
No.
So that must mean you've got a GCF to do first. Can y'all think of any number that, that
3.
would divide into 243 and 75?
3.
3. So let's start with that. How many times will 3 go into 243?
81.
81. X squared minus. How many times will 3 go into 25?
25.
I mean 75.
75.
It'll go 25 times. Now look at what's left. Is that a square?
Yeah.
Yep.
So would you just like double bracket it?
No, you just leave the 3 outside the parenthesis like that. Okay. So 81 is 9, or 81x squared is 9x times 9x, and 25y squared is 5y and 5y. 1 plus, 1 minus. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So guys, if you look at 1 and the numbers aren't squares immediately, there's a GCF. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, I'd like y'all to try a couple to make sure that you know what you're doing. So y'all do for me 42. Everybody do 42. Okay. Everybody do 42. And then privately chat me your answer. Everybody do 42 and then privately chat me your answer. Do for me 42 and then privately chat me your answer. Okay, Derek, you're right.
Okay, so is this one like what we did for 55?
This one's like 39.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Chloe, you are right. Merrick, you are right.
Are you wrapped in your floof, Derek?
Yes.
Hey, Derek, I have, well, it's not a floof, but they cut off all the heat at HCA. I have a blue blankie. All right. Grayson, you are correct. Logan, got to look at it a little bit. Logan, look at the pattern. You look at this and you see if it's a square, and it is. It's 7a times 7a. 100 is a square. It's 10 times 10. You make two big parentheses. You put the 7a here and the 7a there, because if you were to FOIL it back out, that would give you the 49a squared. Then you put the 10 here and the 10 here, because if you were to FOIL it back out, you would get 100. 1 plus and 1 minus to make the OI cancel. You good? Okay. Now I want y'all to try me one more, and then we'll call class done for today. And I'll tell you what your homework assignment is. Then we'll call class done. Derek looks like a Jedi there for a minute.
My pillow is better.
I deny.
It's SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
Better pillow.
What are you eating now, Logan? Swanee.
What are you eating?
Okay, y'all, I would like you to try for me on your own 56. You have to find a GCF first. 56 is just like 55, and then text me privately your answer. Okay, 56 is just like 55. Find the GCF, whatever goes into 150 and 54, and then what's left should be squares. Okay, so do 56 for me, and then text me your answer privately.
You say 54?
56.
Oh, okay.
54 is just exactly like 55 too, but we're actually doing 56. Your answer is going to have 3 parts: a number in front and 2 parentheses. A number in front and then 2 parentheses. All right, Derek, let me see if you got it right. Yes, perfect. Wonder if there's a way that I can I was gonna say if there was a way that I could put it up to you that it was right, but I don't see one. Anyway. So do the GCF first. Okay. Yeah, Logan, I know they're not squares because you have to pull out a GCF first. It's just exactly like 55. Do you see how on 55 I pulled out a 3 first? So look at the numbers 150 and 54 and figure out what goes into them, the most that will go into them. Good? A calculator is helpful. Knowing your multiplication tables is helpful.
Or try couponing.
Couponing?
So random.
Well, I don't know. All right, Merrick, let me see if yours is right. Merrick, yours is good. Chloe, on your first parenthesis, I think you just mistyped. Will you look and see
Yeah,
if you just boo-booed?
Yeah.
Retype it for
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Okay. Grayson, honey, no.
Oh, okay.
So we need to look at it for you. All right. Chloe, did you retype it for me? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's look at it for Grayson and Logan. Guys, look at 150 and 54. You've got to figure out what they have in common. Grayson tried a 2, but they've got more than that in common. They actually have a 6. Now, do y'all know how to figure out the GCF if you don't know? Watch this. All right, I'm going to put Logan and Grayson on the spot because y'all were both struggling. So, Grayson, tell me 2 numbers that multiply to give you 150.
I can't hear you. Cole's whining. You repeat that, please.
2 numbers that multiply to give you 150.
Yeah.
Go with the obvious ones. Huh?
75.
How many times?
Twice.
Okay. What goes into 75?
25.
25, how many times?
3.
What goes into 25?
5.
How many times?
5.
So 150 is 2 times 3 times 5 times 5. All right, Logan, your turn. Tell me what goes into 54. Text them down there to me. 2 numbers that multiply to give you 54. Okay, 2 times what? Okay. 2 times 27. What will go into 27? Okay, 3 times 9, he tells me. And then what will go into 9? Yep. Because I'm showing you how to figure out the GCF if you don't know. So this side is 150. This side is 54. Y'all with me?
Yep.
What do you see that these two have in common?
2 times 3, which is 6.
They have a 2 and they have a 3. So the GCF is 2 times 3, which is 6. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do first, Grayson and Logan. Let me copy down the problem again so I can rework it.
Yes,
They have a
Logan,
6.
both of them do have numbers.
Sarcasm does not become you. Pull out a 6. So 6 goes into 150 25 times. Let me show you a little trick. Look back where I factored it. When I pulled out the 6, what was left?
5.
5 times 5, which is?
25.
25. What's left over here?
9.
3 times 3, which is 9. So when I pull out the 6 out of 150x squared, I'm left with 25x squared minus 9y squared. Is that a square, Grayson and Logan?
Yeah.
Yep. Is that a square?
Yeah.
Yep. Square?
Mm-hmm.
Square?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I make 2 parentheses. Don't forget the 6. Once it comes out, it's got to stay out there. So, Grayson, what times what gives you 25?
5.
Okay. What times what gives you x squared?
X.
Okay. Logan, your turn. What times what gives me 9? Yep. And then what times what gives me y squared? Yeah, y and a y. And then what goes in the middle between these two?
Minus and plus.
1 plus and 1 minus, and it doesn't matter which one comes first. Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah, so that's all our work is going to be for homework, right?
Huh?
That's what our homework work is going to be, right?
Yep. So let me tell you what I want you to do for me for homework, okay? On your paper, I would like you to do problems, wait a minute, what to do with my thing here? 29 through 58, because they're pretty fast once you get the hang of it. And then once you've done them on your paper, and guys, I'm gonna ask you to please be respectful to what I'm asking. Do it on your paper first, okay? Then go on to CUDA, and it's multiple choice. Be careful, because they will trick you with the signs. So go on to CUDA and post. You do not have to upload to LMS. I don't think. Let me see if I told you to. Hang on 2 seconds.
No.
Hang on 2 seconds. Let me pull up.
Trickster Gecko P.
What?
I'll share it back with you when I get it up so you can see it.
It's over 9,000. It's over 9,000. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Logan, I see on here you have your assignment set to activate at 4 p.m. and you asked if that's on purpose. It is on purpose, because if I have it activate earlier, it won't show it to you on the calendar. If it goes past the time, you won't see it on the calendar. And okay. Okay. Let me go back so I can share it with you so you can see what I'm looking at. Come back here to
What are you
there,
doing?
share screen. Okay, so this is what you see on LMS. Do you see right here,
Yeah.
Thursday, March 26th Zoom meeting. Here's where I invited you. It said if you cannot attend, you must call me as soon as possible. Well, you've all obviously attended. That's all I wrote. So you don't have to upload anything to LMS. All you have to do is go on CUDA and post. You know, like do the work on CUDA. Now it'll time you out tonight at 10 o'clock. So if you haven't done it by tonight at 10 o'clock, you're not going to get a grade for this assignment, okay? So 29 to 58, it's 30 problems, and we did about 5 or 6 of them already. So do it on your paper first, but you do not have to upload, then go on to CUDA and post. Does that make sense?
When you say post, you mean on CUDA, like the work?
I mean do it on CUDA.
Oh, okay.
How about do it on CUDA? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, I told you I'd let you out, so I'm gonna let you out. But one last thing, guys, please, when you upload something, try to hold your phone steady so that it's in focus, because it's hard for me to read them.
I'm not been doing them on my phone. I've been doing them on my computer.
That's fine. Just
why?
Sometimes this doesn't always work well.
Yeah, it's difficult.
okay. Anyway, I love you guys bunches. If you need my help, you know where to call me. Okay.
All right.
All right. Talk at you later. And we're Zooming again on Tuesday.
All right.
But you will have some homework tomorrow. I'll do a video for you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Talk at you guys later. Love you bunches. Bye.
Bye, Derek.
See y'all later.
Woo!
Bye, Logan. Logan. Blink it
What?
in now. Go to church history. Love you bunches. Talk to you later.
Woo!